jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off of play action, Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Johnson on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
29-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Swift, the Lions.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, partner, they went empty set then. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop.
His own 49.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold escaping the pressure right. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Darnold on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Darnold, that was complete. He finds Shark. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a toss to Armstead. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
The ball carrier.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
7-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jaguars 3, Lions nothing.
Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll hand to Armstead. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A play fake, and it's Darnold. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Down and goal to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jared Davis able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It's third down and goal to go.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch the twitch. Monday. 56,
Here's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stafford going to give it to Swift. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the gun, Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 40.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll try and run here with Swift. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Stafford. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown.
Peppers pass. Complete.
Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Lions 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
26-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stafford. Caught by Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Complete to Marvin Jones.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
31-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the handoff, Armstead. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Armstead on the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
No gain on the...
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Darnold completes it, and it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
Darnold from the red zone now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
How much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Once again, it's Swift. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken at the 46. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now Armstead. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, Armstead.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A give running right is Armstead. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambo on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Jaguars 17, Lions 10.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a handoff to Swift. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Jared Wilson.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. Two big plays in succession. Not sure. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
17. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Byron Jones.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold now to throw. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Good.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Jaguars.
So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Lions' first down.
Johnson on the counter. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Stafford and hands to
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Complete to Marvin Jones.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
8-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Swift. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
And the ball carrier.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They come out with one back and three tight ends. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game 24-24. Matt Prater to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's second and 10.
51, Mike 51.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and long coming up defensively. Do you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Fourth down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. On the return, Johnson.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. And the Lions first.
From the 50 at Stafford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Kenny Golladay. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This will be from 53 for the win. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Armstead running to the left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
The 46-yard line.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, Armstead.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll give it back to Armstead. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run here with Swift. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7.
Second and 7. Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
This funny partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hawkinson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
4-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Detroit, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.